Hi, I'm Jeremy Pollack, and you're about to watch a lesson in self-defense. Remember, our goal in this world is not to create more violence and aggression, but rather to try to create more peace and harmony whenever we can. So we're going to use these techniques only as a last resort in the preservation and defense of innocent life. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so today we're going to do a preemptive neck spine control to a takedown. So this is part of our controlled force series. This is when we're trying to control someone without really injuring them too much. Okay, so we don't want to necessarily strike and hurt the person or punch them in the face or something like that. The situation calls for just controlled force. Okay, so what we're going to do today is, again, preemptive control using the neck and the spine to do a takedown. So if you've seen our preemptive arm control series, you'll see that we went in this way towards the arm. So our hands facing each other, and it's going to be the same thing. But instead of going inwards to the arm this time, because now when I'm coming in here, I'm trying to get arm control. Instead of doing that, now what I'm going to do is, this one's still coming to the tricep, okay, so cross still goes high to the tricep, but this one's going to the outside of the wrist, okay? This is going to the outside of the wrist now instead of the inside. When I go to the wrist, what I want to do is just lift up, okay? So I'm not trying to pull him, I'm just lifting up, okay? So I want to just lift up really quickly, and this one comes under the tricep, and all I want to do for this first move is spin him, okay? So we're going to go first for this, for the neck and spine control using the rear naked choke, okay? And then we're going to do a couple other variations. But this first one, we're going to do rear naked choke. So I'm lifting this up, and I'm taking this tricep and spinning him. I'm not pulling him in towards me. I don't want to use force to pull him in. All I want to do is get him off balance by spinning him, okay? So as I do this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop, pop. That's it, okay? And I want to make sure that I start to step in. After I get this movement, I want to start to step in after I get that movement. Okay, so practice the movement first. So we're just here, 1, 2. Okay, just spinning him across, 1, 2. Okay, and when you have this down pretty fast, then I want to start going in, stepping in as you do it. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm trying to lift this up and spin him. Okay, lift and get that tricep and spin. See how he spins? I'm just trying to spin it, okay? Okay, so I'm here, lifting up, spinning, okay? Then it gives me his back. All I gotta do from here is, this arm's already in here, all I gotta do from here is lift up. My other arm, I just naturally put it to his spine because what I wanna do is I wanna bend him backwards. I want to get him off his feet. Remember, controlled force, our goal is always to get the person off their feet as quickly as possible. So what I want to do is I'm going to push on the chest and push, pull on the chest and push on the spine, okay? So I'm here, I spin him, I come around, my hand slips up, I come to that neck, I pull on the neck as I push on the spine, and I sit him down right at my knee, okay? So he's just going to sit right nice and gentle at my knee, okay? And my arm is already in position for a rear naked choke, and we'll do this in a sec on the other side. So my arm just slips into the rear naked. So when I'm here, I come up this way, and I push and pull, okay, pull on that chest, push on this spine, sitting him right down, okay, right at my knees, this butt's gonna go up my knee. My arm's very quickly gonna slip into a rear naked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my own bicep, and my other hand is gonna come behind his head. Okay, that's my rear naked. Now, I don't necessarily want to choke the guy out, okay, so I just want to keep him under control. If he starts flailing a little bit, I might come over here with my leg and just get his arm, okay? And so my head stays down here so I'm protected against that other arm flailing, okay? If he's really flailing and I just need him to calm down, I need him to go out, so I might choke him out. And this is could be a safe choke as long as you kind of know what you're doing and you can only do it for a few seconds. This is a very quick choke. It takes about 5 to 6 seconds to knock a guy out with this choke. You're cutting off the blood supply to his head using the carotid arteries on both sides. So what I'm doing is I'm coming to here, I'm grabbing my bicep, coming over here, so I've got this like key lock around his neck, and I'm just going to squeeze by flexing my biceps. Okay, so I'm pushing on his head as I just squeeze and flex my biceps, and that's pretty much it. When I do that, he stops breathing. His blood supply gets cut off to his brain, and it's very quickly. It's 5 to 6 seconds. This happened to me. I've had this happen to me, and it took about 5 seconds for me to go out. So again, from here, spinning him, coming into this here, I'm pulling on the chest. I'm pushing on the waist as he comes down. His spine is backwards, so he really sits down nice and easy, and I slip into my rear naked choke, okay? And I just tell him to calm down. All right, so that's my one alteration for my neck and spine controls. So my second one, especially is if he's really tall, or I do this and he immediately bends over, okay? And I can't get this. I don't have enough strength to pull and push him back. He's just bending over, he's fighting me. From here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slip into my, to my rear control, okay? So my rear waist control. So it's the same movement in the beginning, where I'm here, spinning him, and I come right into here to my waist control. Now again, my head's against the back, so it's kind of protected. He could use his elbow a little bit, but when I get here, I'm going to do it really quickly. I'm going to do a takedown. Okay. So from here, I've got this one arm in because I just happened to have that one arm in. When I spun him, I just trapped it. I get my nice wrestler's grip, all thumbs and fingers on the same side, gripping over palm to palm, and I've got a nice waist control. When I have the waist control, I'm going to do a takedown, but I'm going to do it really slow because we're on hard ground right now. I don't want to hurt Josh. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to drop my weight and leave my leg out. And as I spin, he's going to kind of trip over my leg. Okay, so it's going to look like this. I'm not going to do a full takedown, but it's going to look like this. Like that. Either that or to the other side. Either one's okay. When I go to here, okay. So all I'm doing is I'm getting this waist and I'm dropping my weight as I leave one leg out and pulling him over the leg. Is that working? Yeah. I feel like it's working. Okay. Oh, yeah. So once I pull him down to the ground, then he's on the ground again. We're back into a rest position. Okay. So we're here, spinning into my rear waist lock and spinning him down as I trip with my leg. Okay. My third variation on this is going to be purely from behind. So if someone's antagonizing someone, if they're attacking, if you're in a position where you need to calm this person down, you don't necessarily want to confront them face to face, very easy way to take them off their feet. Again, this is controlled force, so our goal is to take them off their feet. Very easy way is to come up and do the same thing we were doing with the rear naked choke control. We're going to pull on the chest, push on the spine. As I do this, I'm going to buckle the knee with my knee or with my foot, depending on their height. Okay? So I'm going to come up really quickly, all at the same time, pull, push, and drop. Okay, one more time. Pull, push, and drop here. Okay, and this is very easy. They're just going to go straight down to their knee. Okay, they just sit down. I just go right into my rear naked choke from here. It's the same position as my first one. Okay, so if I'm from behind, I can just straight up here and right into my rear naked. Okay. If I'm from the front, then I can do my rear naked spin. So if I'm from the front, I can do this one. Okay, if I'm from behind, I just go straight up into push, pull, or with my foot. Okay? Try to, don't hurt yourself, but just feel like as if you didn't know I was here and you were just talking to someone, you were being a tough guy. That work?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. We always want to make sure it works, okay? So that's good, Josh. So that is our preemptive neck and spine control to a takedown. We did 3 variations. We did our frontal spin to a rear naked choke. We did our frontal spin to a rear waist takedown. And then we did our rear takedown just using the chest, spine, and buckling the knee. Stay tuned for more.
Okay, we're done.